Bob, it was a challenging weekend for the Pirates over in Tacoma at Pacific Lutheran last weekend. Took only one out of the four games, but we hit the ball well. There were just some things pitching and defense-wise that we can look for improvement on. What do you tell the team? What's the message to the team coming out of that first conference weekend?
How excited I was that the offense got going. Both teams were forced to throw the ball where hitters could hit it, and they have some great hitters. I think they've got one of the best hitters in the conference. I know we've got a couple of the best hitters in the conference, and it was almost one of those things where last team that had the last ups probably had an advantage. But mostly what I told them is another part of our team finally got going, because that pitching and defense, as you noted, that pretty much carried us for the first 12 games of the season. We had a short week last week, and I'm taking blame for that because we only got an opportunity to really practice one day. And I think maybe that came back to hurt us. We definitely were not as sharp. But to see the offense get going, PLU has pretty good pitching. And I think they're one of the better teams in our league. So none of that surprised us. It did surprise me that we only got one win, and we've got a lot of work to do, but we've got a lot of season left in front of us.
You do have a lot of season, but we get through this weekend coming up. We're halfway through a 40-game schedule. We're at game 20. You guys are yet to practice on your home field. You're out there right now scrambling, getting it ready. How do you feel this team has progressed under those circumstances?
I actually keep wondering when maybe the bottom will fall out a little bit, when all of a sudden we start getting some negativity or we're frustrated. I'm telling you, Steve, that's what's been a blessing for me to coach this particular team, is they're all in. They don't care where they're practicing. Yes, we want to be outside, but just the situation has not allowed that to happen. There's so much great leadership on this team, and it's not just the seniors. We've got freshmen that are starting to step into this role. I'm really excited about where they're at and how they're allowing me to challenge them and tell them some things that maybe typically coaches wouldn't tell them. Because they can handle it, and I just feel like they can handle anything that we put in front of them.
This weekend we're hoping to host Pacific in another conference series. What have you seen from the Boxers? What challenges will they present?
The challenges are we don't really know a lot about them. Lost about 9 starters, I think, off of last year's team. Really good coach left the program, so they've got a new coach, a lot of transfers that have come in, a lot of things that are new. I feel very comfortable with the pitching that I've seen from them. I think the non-conference schedule, and even seeing PLU this last weekend, we've seen just about everything in the world of pitching that I think we're going to see this year. So I'm comfortable with that. It's one of those weekends where I just think all we've got to do is be a little bit better version of us than we have been. So if we're getting better each week, then we should be able to take care of things. But it's almost more scary sometimes. You have elite teams that got elite lineups, and you know what you get. Sometimes it's more scary when you're getting teams that are coming in that are figuring themselves out that we don't know much about. So, but again, I just think we just need to be us and maybe just a little bit better version of us.